Hi, this is Astarte, and this video is a guidance video on how to do Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian method of healing, and it's a method of healing yourself and anybody else that is in your physical awareness, in your reality that you may be having an issue with. An individual or a dynamic that you're having with some kind of a relationship, because we on this planet are in relationship with everything. So that's what we are, we are having relationships with everybody and everything. So I was taught this by a good friend of mine, Ana Cortez. She brought it to my attention and I started using it, and the first time I used it was at home, and there was a problem with my son. He was maybe about 8 at the time, and he would not try any new foods. So his father and I were trying to get him to take one bite of a cantaloupe, a piece of cantaloupe. And it was turning into this crying, screaming, like this horrible thing. And then I remembered what Anna told me, and I exited into the bathroom by myself, and I did the Ho'oponopono. And I came out of the bathroom, and my son and his dad were laughing and having a good time, and you know, he was trying the cantaloupe, and I was shocked. I almost didn't believe that it worked, but apparently it did. And sometimes I forget to use it, but for myself, but I very often recommend this to my clients in my healing center, and I wanted to do a little tutorial about it, so that as a reference, this video is a reference to do that. So the meaning of Ho'oponopono, it's 4 parts. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. So the process is, for instance, when I had the situation with my son, I went to the bathroom and I said, I'm sorry. And I'm saying, well, who am I saying I'm sorry to? I'm saying sorry to myself, mostly, because it is through my perspective of my body that I am creating this reality around me. So I'm saying I'm sorry for myself, and then of course my son and his dad, and the whole situation that was happening, the crying, the yelling, just the horrible thing. It just felt horrible. So I was saying I'm sorry that we all had to have this experience, and please forgive me. Forgive me for creating this in my life. And yes, I did create that situation. I was a co-creator with my son and his father. And so I was forgiving myself for putting myself through this situation in the first place. And then the third part is I love you. And really, I was in the bathroom and I was looking in the mirror and I was saying to myself, I love you. And I love my son, and I love his dad, and I love everybody. And just sending that heart energy from the heart center to transmute that energy that was happening in the kitchen while I was in the bathroom. And then the 4th part is thank you. And I'm in gratitude that I'm actually able to heal this situation. So that's what I was giving thanks for. Thanks for the opportunity to learn from what was happening in our home in that day, and And thank you for being able to be empowered to work on that energy and transmuting that energy. And one very important aspect of Ho'oponopono is taking full responsibility for everything that's happening in your life. Now, this is a very big initiation that we all go through, hopefully we all go through at some point in our lives. And I remember many years ago, well, maybe many, but I was in high school and I was able to leave school to go work. And I was doing a business degree at the time in my high school, and I worked in an insurance office. And one of the things that I learned in the insurance office was that if there's a car accident, both people are responsible for that car accident, okay? So even if, let's say, one person is stopped at a stoplight, not doing anything, just waiting for the light to change, you're just sitting there, and somebody barrels in behind you and hits you without seeing that you're stopped, seeing that there's a red light, and hits you, my mindset at that age, I think I was 16 at the time, was how could it be the person's fault that is sitting at the light? It's the person that hit the person from behind. It's their fault. Well, that's not true, especially in the insurance world. You are maybe 20% responsible because you were there. You were there, stopped at that light. So I found this idea very disturbing at the time because I felt like the person sitting at the light is innocent. Why is it their fault for just being there? Now looking back, now all the knowledge that I have now, I can see, yes, they were creating their reality. And very often in car accidents, and that's maybe a whole nother video, but for instance, if you're hit from behind, you are having probably extreme emotional issues or distress in your life related to letting go of the past, okay? And also, if you hit somebody with your car in the front, like the person in the back, they're probably having some issues around their future, worrying about their future in some way. Or, you know, there's so many different scenarios, but you get the idea. So you are responsible for being in either one of those cars. And you created that. You had an agreement with that other person. I know it sounds crazy, but there was some kind of an agreement there. Some kind of karma, maybe, that needed to be played out. And back during this time when I was younger, and I didn't really understand what that meant to take full responsibility. But Ho'oponopono teaches you that, and you must have that awareness to be able to move forward with Ho'oponopono. I had another incident about 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, where I have a lot of paranormal things, metaphysical things happen to me because I work in the healing field and as a psychic, and I was in this shop, in this crystal shop, surrounded by all these beautiful crystals, and somebody came into the shop, and when our eyes met, all the walls, the floor, everything in that room, the ceiling, everything disappeared. That would be Maya. That would be the illusion of your life. That would be what I was creating in that moment. And it all disappeared. And all I saw was swirling white and gray and black energy swirling around. very slowly. It was, and when our eyes unlocked, the whole room came back again. It happened again. This person, I was kind of in shock because it's very disorienting to have your complete reality disappear in that way when you're wide awake and standing up on your feet in a physical situation. This person again, we one more time met eyes and the same thing happened, and then he left. And I don't know why I didn't say something to him in regards to it, but usually when these kinds of things happen, you're in shock. But that taught me that we are creating our reality in every moment. And I know I had heard that before. Oh yeah, our thoughts create a reality and yada yada. But wow, I got a real amazing lesson, and I will never forget that day, that we do create everything in our life. And this pertains to Ho'oponopono too. You're creating every situation in your life. And so if there's something that's painful for you, if somebody has abused you, if you're feeling grief for some reason, any kind of feelings that are maybe pulling on your solar plexus or your heart chakra and just maybe making you not feel so well, is a perfect situation to do Ho'oponopono. So remember, you think about that situation, what's going on, maybe that's some painful feelings that you're feeling, and embrace that in that moment and say, I'm sorry to yourself. And for that situation that you're creating, ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me. Forgive myself for creating this painful situation in my life. I love you. And really send love to yourself, because you are lovable. And thank you. And thank you for this opportunity to heal. And you will feel the energy shift and lift. And like magic, you'll see change in a positive way. And as you use Ho'oponopono and you see these shifts and changes in your life, it will empower you. It will make you stronger. It will bring more life force through your body, through your energy body and your physical body, and you will feel stronger. It will give you strength, and you will know that you got this. You can create this beautiful life of your dreams, and any little issues that come up, you can handle them. You have the tools, you have the opportunity to, well, fly, to change and grow. It's really all about growth. Okay, and my wish is that this assists you in your path and raising your vibration. Thank you, and I love you.